Welcome everyone to another episode of Bruvcast. Hiren, you're back, man.
How's it going,
For
man?
number 4, bruv. It's good to have you back, man.
I know, man. It's good to be back, man. I
How's it
feel the
going?
love now.
Yeah, there's a lot of love, bruv. There's a lot of love. A lot of good comments coming in. A lot of good feedback, man. You listeners are feeling hearing stories.
These bots are working overtime, man.
These Russian bots I'm
Yeah.
paying, man. They're telling me what I want to hear. On that note, actually, if you do have feedback, please keep the questions, the comments, the ratings. Give us ratings on Spotify or on Apple or wherever you listen. It helps the podcast grow. It helps us get bigger, which is obviously good for us. And it takes you less than a minute. So please pause it right now, actually, on that note, and give us a rating, give us 5 stars, and even leave a comment if you can. It really helps us. But yeah, man, you mentioned that you've started listening to the podcast now that you've started guesting on the podcast. Tell me more about that. Tell me more. I'm so curious.
I'll be honest. It sounds so bad, but yeah, because you sent me some like throwback episodes.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh my god, this is really good. This is actually all right. I was like telling people, don't just listen to my episodes.
No, go beyond.
I listened to Sandy's one last week. That was good as well.
Sandy was fun. Yeah, it was good.
Hing on the stomach.
Hing on the stomach, bro. I had Jonah a lot in the shower, bro. We had a listener say that was something that they
that is mad. He didn't even tell me that one.
Bro, really?
He kept that one to himself.
He was saving it. He was saying it for the grand stage.
Yeah, I know.
He wanted to tell it to like hundreds of people at once.
No, that was a good one.
But yeah, no, it's good that you're back. I had a listener question. I want to start with that.
Let's go.
Because let's just get into it. There's a struggle that came in, and I was like, this sounds like it's your kind of question to answer. So this is how it goes. My daughter's started school now, and it's great fun, but I'm getting to a point where I can't be bothered with small talks with the other kids' mabaps. I flipping avoid them. I just can't be asked. It was great when she was in nursery, getting invited to parties, meeting new people, and more importantly, for my daughter to make new friends. Another question. How do you find people who don't make conversation? That's the main question. Like, how do you find people that don't make conversation? Like,
what do I do?
Yeah, what do you do in situations where you come across people who don't make conversation, people who are just quiet when they speak, and all they do is whinge about stuff? I'm chatty, but some people just don't have anything in return. What's your thoughts about that? I made the effort, but then I do it back, and the silences are awkward. I hope I've articulated that in the right way. You haven't, bruv. You haven't articulated that in the right way, but I'm gonna extrapolate. Basically, my man is annoyed about the school run and the school chit chat, and now he's in a situation where he's facing people, often for the first time, who are the parents of his of kids in his daughter's school, and they're just dead conversation. Like you're trying, and it's dead.
But do you know what?
This guy's struggling with that.
I think he's trying to say is, I can't be bothered with small talk. But in life, right, you can't meet someone and go, oh, I'm clinically depressed, or I have like this major issue in my life, or I'm like, stealing money from. You can't just go in strong, can you?
There needs to be foreplay.
You need the foreplay. You need.
Hold on. Before fucking up, right? Okay, before we get into that, yeah. The final thing that this person said is, hate ironing. What is it with people? Why do you have to add the ironing at the end of everything? It's like, again, same situation. It's not relevant. There's no connection. He's not talking about ironing, but he just wanted to put in that fucking hate ironing.
I reckon he's the hard one to talk to, bro. Imagine you go and small talk with someone, yeah, and then midway they go, I hate ironing, by the way. And you're like, all right. What's with that? Okay. What's that got to do with the weather, bro?
Yeah. Why? I was talking about my new shoes.
Do you know what? There's a couple of good points you raised, which is the one where what do you do when someone doesn't give it back to you in terms of small talk or any chat really?
Yeah.
And like everyone's been in this scenario. It could be for work or like you go to a party or something, no one wants to chat to you and stuff. And like you're giving it all and stuff like that. But I learned something ages ago, and this is so true. Everyone loves talking about themselves. Every
Very
single
true.
person. So the trick is, and this is actually true, is keep asking questions until they respond. Like, but don't just fucking some dumbass questions. Oh, how was the weather today? Did you like this? Like, you got to be a little bit more interesting. But once you find something that they like, they're in. It does work.
I agree. It's Have you read the book How to Win Friends and Influence People?
I've read this is my reading history. I read 20% of the beginning of the book, and then I'll Google the summary.
Okay, have you read 20% of this book?
I have. I actually got it.
Oh, you got it. Okay. Well, it sounds like you've read it because that's one of the things that they say. I think that's almost a direct quote. Like people love to talk about themselves.
Yeah, and then the other thing is always look at someone else's perspective. But if you're this guy, you wouldn't go in so strong and be like, I fucking hate the government. And you're like, wait, what? I'm just dropping my kids to school. Wait, what are you talking about? If you,
But they're not.
well,
But they're not. Is that? Do you think that's what he's trying to say? He's like, I don't like the small talk, but I'd rather say what I want to say. Or is he saying I'd rather not engage than say small talk?
this guy wants to say what he wants to say, and all he wanted to say was, "I hate ironing." He had all this waffle beforehand, and all he wanted to say was, "I hate ironing." It's so obvious his missus made him iron, and he's like, "I fucking hate this shit, bro." He sounds like the kind of guy that just has to go in.
Just straight into
No
the conversation.
foreplay, no nothing.
No foreplay. Just want to go straight in. I have got to get my point across about this topic. I don't want to talk about the weather. I don't know. It is annoying though. We've covered some of this in the past. Like, there's always the standard questions. How was the weather? How was your weekend? How was your holiday?
But you have to do this weird rigmarole to make sure that the other person's not insane. Then over time,
checking them.
You have to, bro. You have to do this whole little play game because bro. Look, imagine you meet. Let's say you're taking. I'm in the same scenario. My son started school, right? And I did the thing with nursery. You make nursery parents friends, and I've done the stupidest thing. We all just met up. We've got a sick group now. We went and got pissed last weekend.
Of course,
yeah. But my kid isn't going to any of their kids' schools now.
Oh shit!
And one of the dads turned to me and goes, "Thanks for organising this because they're all going to the same fucking schools."
Oh no!
Yeah, I don't know how I ended up in this scenario. But,
are you gonna still hang out with them? It'll be weird though because you'll be like, all of them will have something in common, and you have the only thing that you used to have in common, you no longer have in common with them.
And do you know what it is? I'll tell you, this is the most frustrating part. Is I've made friends with these dads now, right? Yeah. Now I don't want to have to make friends again.
Why didn't you move your son into this school, bro?
Mate, I thought about it, bro. But it's so annoying because the whole time with the nursery, we didn't chat at all to each other. And now right at the end,
really?
Yeah, last 4 months or 6 months it's been. I chatted to one dad a fair bit, and then they all came round for my son's birthday party. And then I went to one of the dads, let's go for drinking, and then they were all there, so it's awkward not to be like, let's all go along together. And I didn't think anyone would say yes. But everyone was like, yeah, fuck it, let's come along. And so
now you've made a squad, but then
I say that we were 8-9 pints in. I don't know if anyone remembers it now.
Okay. We had a good night though. It must have been
an
a good
incredible night, mate. Yeah. You let the dads loose, bro.
Bapple's on tour,
bro. Now I get why my dad used to go out back in the day. I'm there with my Lego. Why don't you want to play with me? Now I get it.
No, man. I'm gonna go see Arvin
at the back of the shop. Just cases of beer next to him.
Arvin just chilling there with Holston pills. Oh, they're so sad.
Yeah. Did you? When was the age? Yeah, you went to these. Did you ever go to these?
I went to some of them. Yeah,
I went to them. I want to say not. I think by accident almost.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like my dad was like, "Oh, you're gonna come along now." He happened to be passing, had to pop in and do whatever. And I see it, and I swear to you, mate, this is the scene. It looks like an underground basement. Yeah, it's smoky as fuck. Yeah,
It's smoky as fuck.
so
Yeah, bro,
smoky.
it's smoky as fuck.
There's the group of guys that drink the spirits, so they would have the whiskey with the touch of water, thinking it's good, and then you
Yeah.
have the guys that drink the pills.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking to myself, and you look at it's dingy, it's disgusting, and like, there's a toilet in the back that is just dead.
It's done.
Yeah,
It's done. It's done, bro.
and you go to yourself and you're like, why would you want to hang out here? What is this? This is some shanty town, bro. Yeah, what are we doing here? And then I hung out with the dads, and I was like, no, I get it.
I get it.
I get it.
I'm gonna build one of these myself.
Yeah, I need a basement. That's what I need.
I used to go along with dad to the clubs themselves. Sometimes it'd be like a boxing match on, or a football match.
Oh, shit.
Or like, I remember Euros or even cricket sometimes. If it was evening and it worked, then I would go, like, not like super regularly, but I remember a few times I went. But it was exactly the same vibe, because it was the smoke. It was smoke. Everyone was smoking indoors, so it was super smoky inside. And I think to myself, man, I wasn't that old, bro.
You're like 12.
My poor lungs, bro.
Oh, they didn't care back then, man.
No. Chelsea.
But I also think, going back to the meeting up, I think it's proper important for like even like, obviously mums have their group and stuff, but the dads to have their group.
Yeah.
Because I felt, even on that night, we were drinking and stuff and shit, and everyone was on it. Everyone was happy to be there. And it made me kind of think that we don't go out enough. But try to convince your wife that.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I don't. So in my daughter's been at nursery for a year now. I couldn't tell you one dad's name.
I mean,
And
I could tell you all their names that I went out with just now. No, I'm joking.
you could point at them in the lineup.
Yeah.
Just about. I'm meeting one this weekend, actually, so I'll have one name.
Friend.
Yeah, friend. Yeah, exactly. I would do that. Awkwardness. But I think it is. I want to do more. I want to personally. It's weird saying this because I have a podcast, right? Like we've got Bruvcast. We've been doing this for years now. But I'm not like, I'm just gonna go over to like a random person and start chatting to them. Like, I definitely have to be in the mindset. And it's also because there's so much in your head going on. Like, you're thinking about so many things, and sometimes you just need to be with your thoughts. You don't want to be disturbed, man. I need to think about what I'm gonna do here.
Maybe you and Ironing Boy need to hang out, bro.
Maybe we'll just go and just stand in silence next to each other. Sometimes people like to. Some couples like to do that, bro. Just jam in silence next to each other.
That sounds like a fun couple, bro. That's the couple you want to hang out with, yeah?
Bruv, I do definitely want to make more of an effort. I think I would like to be in the position that you're in, where you know a couple of them, maybe you've gone out.
No, but I don't know any of the new people. I have no idea of these. So, like, now that I'll give you a funny story. I don't know if this guy thinks this, actually. He's probably thinking, like, in nursery, it sounds really weird. It feels like a smaller community. Because you're in the rooms, there's like 8 to 12 kids, for example, yeah? But now you're the kids are in a class of 30 kids. So we're at a small school where there's just one classroom per year. But, if you go to one, some of them are like 2 or 3. So it's like either 60 to 90 kids in a year. Now, when you're in that scenario, you're like, all right, who is my kid's friends with? And you pray and hope that parent is cool.
Yeah, because there's probabilities are way bigger, bro. If he's a waste man, then
if he's a road man,
yeah, or road man, or anything. If he's just someone that does not gel with you, but your kids are besties.
The worst is, well, this rarely happens, but I think the worst is when the women get along and the blokes don't.
I think
that's rare.
Isn't it more likely to be the other way?
It's 100% more likely the other way, bro. I've gone to my brother openly.
I
And
don't
said,
like the way she looks at me, man.
Look, I'm close to my brother. I said to her openly, I said, listen, if you marry some bird that my wife don't like, I wish you well. I wish you well. It's been nice. Thank you for the memories. Because blokes don't make an effort.
Yeah, it's
Like
true.
zero.
It's true. It is true. I mean, like, case in point, we're meeting up. Neither of us organized it.
And like I was just saying before, I was like, I found out we're meeting up next week because it came up on my calendar as a notification. I'm like, oh, I'm seeing this guy. What?
Yeah. I know. I Gagan and Neha sorted it out, bro. I
And
had
if
no
they
idea.
don't organize it, we won't see each other.
No, it won't happen. Even the last time was the same thing, wasn't it? Your barbecue.
Yeah,
Wasn't that the same thing?
100%.
Yeah.
The barbecue happened that way. Then we went away because of the barbecue.
Because of the barbecue.
Yeah. Every time people come to my house, there's always a next event planned. That's how the dad's meetup went up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You always plant the seed, man.
You have to plant the seed because if you don't do it, you're never gonna see it.
No, you're never gonna. Yeah, you're never gonna do it, man.
But going back to that the question actually,
He said that he's chatty, but some people just don't have anything in return. That is tough. I've been there. I've been there in those situations where you're like, you're trying to have a conversation with someone, and it's just, you know, this person either doesn't have the time for you, doesn't want to talk, doesn't know what to say, is nervous, is not like with it in terms of, they're not there right now. They're like somewhere else. They're thinking about something else, and then you're just kind of like, you're just talking for the sake of talking. That's hard.
Oh, you're feeling the silence.
Feeling the silence.
But do you not find like the older you get, the less you care?
Or feeling the silence?
Yeah.
Maybe.
And it also depends on the scenario. So I'll give you an example.
Right? Yeah, I think it's scenarios, bruv. Because if you're waiting for pickup, you're kind of there. You don't really have. You can't leave.
Yeah, but
you're not allowed to leave.
You can pretend that something happened on your phone, like a message came in or something.
Yeah, you could. I think you have your phone is always your like lifesaver in these situations. You go, oh, I've got a call coming, and then you like pretend to talk on the phone,
you
and
just
then your phone
out loud
rings.
go ring. It's my mum. Ring. Imagine that you pretend to answer a phone call and it actually rings back your.
That's what I was saying. If that happens, then that's it. You just buoyed yourself up.
But no, but I know the scenarios where you have to, like, you have to be in a scenario where you can't really walk away. So imagine that you're at a house party and there's loads of people there and somebody's not really giving you, just, move on to the next person.
Yeah, that's fine.
But what scenario are you trapped?
Okay, so I'll give you a few because there are a few here. On a plane, you are trapped physically in a double, bruv. Yeah, you're not getting out of this thing. Maybe for like, I don't know, in worst case scenario, 12 hours, bro. Okay, the plane is probably the ultimate worst. And then from there you have maybe on the bus, maybe in a waiting room, maybe in a lift, maybe like, I think the physical entrapment is going to cause the actual feeling of entrapment. The plane is the worst one because you sit on the plane and then sometimes you're like, oh, okay. This is what I do in my head. Yeah, I'm sitting next to someone, and they could be super nice and super friendly, but then like we have a little bit of a chit chat just before the plane takes off, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I really wanted to watch my show.
Oh, so
now I am gonna have to talk to this person, and I want to watch my show, man. And then maybe you try and have a conversation, but then you try and like find an end, find the end of it, find a way to stop it so that I can watch my show or listen to my podcast, whatever it is. And then maybe you start watching it, or then they say something, then you have to take your headphones out. And you're like, oh yeah. You have a chat. Oh, how was the food? Oh yeah, it was good. How was yours? Obviously, you can't just say, oh, my food was fine and go back to listening to your fucking show, bro. And then you have to have a little bit of chat. Then you put your headphones back in again, and that's it. That has happened to me. And I find that difficult.
I've had that happen to me, and it's happened to you. I'll tell you the scenario. Have you ever been in an Uber where you're a bit friendly at the beginning, and then this guy is now like coming to your
bare life stories.
your
bro.
family. Where he's going to be there every step of the way now. I'll be like, my wife is expecting, and then by the end of it, he's going to turn up at the hospital in his Prius.
In his Prius.
Just ready to be there. But the thing is, sometimes I want to be friendly in chat. Like, you're in the mood. You're like,
yeah. Same.
And sometimes I don't. But then you get the kind of person who is friendly, so you don't want to be rude.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if it's British culture, but I'm very afraid to be rude. Just to a random person and just be like,
I don't want to be a dick.
Yeah, you don't want to be like, listen, this is not gonna happen today, buddy. If you want 5 stars,
yeah. I don't want to talk.
It happens though.
So getting invited to parties, meeting new people, and it's important for my daughter to make new friends. But he wants to make the effort, but the silences can be awkward. So his main issue is the silence, bro. I think silence is something that you should be okay with, man. Going back to your point. Sorry, just what you were saying about if you want to like get someone to engage with you, make them talk about themselves. The other trick. This is another trick that I have is if you're talking to someone and they're letting something out, like good, bad, or whatever, they're just kind of, I don't know, confiding in you about something. That is the time to definitely embrace the silence and this works, guaranteed, bruv. Yeah. If you just stay quiet when someone is in the middle of saying something and there's a pause, they'll continue and they'll give you something that you may not have expected. Sometimes you want to interject. Sometimes you think, oh, okay, now I'm going to speak. Maybe I should say something. Maybe I need to say something. But sometimes you just need to just listen. That one works as well. That one works with multiple times.
What are you saying? So when someone's got something, like letting their stuff off their chest.
Letting stuff off their chest. In particular, letting stuff off their chest. If you don't, because if someone's upset about something, you kind of want to make them feel better, however that is, right? And you want to just kind of like comfort them or talk to them or whatever. Sometimes the best thing to do is just let it just chill and just let it all come out. That works. But I mean, that's not what you're doing outside the school, bro. You're just talking about low stakes stuff. Like, oh man, so which light bulbs work? Yeah, which light bulbs work in your lamp? Oh, I'm really struggling with this one. I need to go B&Q. That kind of gussier talk, bro.
Yeah, but do you know what? Do you know why small talk is really important, bro? It's so important because it eventually people will get past the small talk and they start revealing themselves.
It's true.
So then, I was in a shop once. I was buying some materials and stuff. And then this guy goes, you say something small at the counter or whatever. And then this is how I knew I was like, I'm not going to be friends with this guy. He goes, yeah, no, I like Indian people, but they're not great at paying. I didn't mention anything about Indian people or paying customers or something, bro. My guy just ripped that from wait, what?
So wait, he was working there?
No, he was another guy buying stuff.
Oh, he was buying
you're
stuff.
Just joking about like I might like a a little funny joke or whatever, said something. Yeah. And he's like, oh, this brown guy's all right. I need to get something off my chest. Do you know?
You just listened.
Maybe that's small talk for that guy.
That is maybe, yeah. Casual racism.
Yeah, I know, like when you're like taken aback. Like he just
bro.
And everyone just still talking, and then I left, and I was with my like English plumber, and then I think we looked at each other, was like, I think that guy's a little bit racist. But I think he liked me, but I just don't think he.
Not like my color.
Yeah, I know. I think it's a bit too tan for him. But you do need a small talk in life, man.
I think you do, but I agree that it's difficult, especially when you're preoccupied. But it is nice. I do like it when you just meet someone who's just got that really good energy,
like a friendly vibe.
And even if you're not really feeling to chat, this person comes up and then you're like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, but you never get that in London.
I mean, not if you do get it after you've had a pint, man.
Mate, have you?
At least one or two, bro.
Mate, growing up in Croydon, if somebody random came up to him like, I'm gonna get robbed. That is the first thing that comes in my head, man. I was like, this old lady's about to rob me. I was like, fuck.
It's true. Yeah.
But
no, you do.
It's this. It's like this city life because you know when I go out, let's say I go to Liverpool where my wife's from or whatever, everybody's friendly on the streets, man. Everyone's like, hi, bye, being polite. And I was like, oh, this is how it should be.
But is there small talk there as well then?
It's all small talk. But it's good though.
Yeah.
But it's because everyone's got a friendly nature, innit?
Yeah.
But if you grow up in London, you're like hardened by it. You're like, don't talk to me. Like, no one talk to me, please. There's too many people here. But the other problem is, imagine if everyone did say hello that you walk past on the street.
That would be tiring. That would be tiring.
Yeah, you get nothing done.
Yeah. Just high-fiving everyone when you're waiting to work.
It's that urban, like they say that about like in places like New York and LA because it's like massively like densely populated. Everyone is very cold.
Yeah, because there's too many people, man. You can't like interact with everyone. Maybe that's what it is.
I think it may, yeah, maybe.
It's sad though, bro.
Yeah, we live like, but we're all everything's gonna be done like through screens, man.
It's true. Now it's gonna be done through AI. My AI is gonna talk to your AI, bro. No, sorry. Gagan's AI is gonna talk to Neha's AI, and then they're gonna, and then we'll talk eventually, bro. That's how it's gonna go. But yeah, man, to our anonymous listener, look, just gotta keep doing what you're doing, man. Like, just do the small talk. Listen to what they have to say. And actually, there's these cards that you can have. I can't remember what they're called, but like, it's these like prompt cards. So just every day, just take one of those cards, and it'll be like, oh, tell me about a fun memory. Or where's your favorite holiday destination? Just try some of that shit out and just see what happens. Where the conversation. But obviously, don't go in.
Yeah, I was about to say you're giving terrible advice here.
Don't go in direct. No, do the small talk. Don't just be like, "Good morning. So, what's your favorite dessert?"
This guy's gonna go in to a random person and be like, so how was it when you lost your virginity? He's gonna be like, did it hurt? Was it with a loved one?
Okay, all right, bro. You're adding more cards to it, man.
Yeah, I think honestly, but you don't. But the other way, imagine if somebody came on super strong to you. You're gonna be like, I'm not going to talk to this person again.
No, it's too much. It's too much.
You can go to your wife.
I do get put off by someone who's like
too much in your face.
Too much in my face. Just too excited, man. Like, you need to jam, bro.
Please stop.
I sound so heartless, but sometimes someone has like they're trying too hard. And it's sad because sometimes people are so nervous that they don't know what to do. So it may come across as if they're trying too hard. And then you're like, wait, hold on. Why is this person coming all over so strong right now?
Yeah, you get really like
cagey
about it.
Yeah. Because you're like, what do they want? What are their intentions?
Why do they keep talking about ironing? But also, quickly, on a side note, so obviously we spoke and we're quite chatty people to other, we're out and about. But I realized I have two personalities. One in person, I'm very friendly, chat to anyone, no problem. And the second one is over texting.
Oh yeah, same.
I am terrible.
My texting person is a dick, bro. He is so cold, bro. You met him,
bro. My texting person is dead.
No bans.
He does not. He does not.
Bro, your texting person and you are two different people, bro. 100%, man. Your texting so dead, bro.
Yeah, do you know what? I can't get. It's so funny. I have a funny thing to say, but tone is very important.
So you just don't.
And bother. I can't convey tone on a text. Do you know what? I'll tell you how old I am. Yeah, I don't understand all the emojis.
Oh yeah.
There are only two emojis I use: the thumbs up and the laughing one. I use nothing else.
You need to expand, man.
Nothing else.
Expand your palette, bro.
And people send an emoji in a text. I'll look at it and be like, I have no idea what this means. What the fuck? Like, and like some people will send something, and I'll be like, oh, that was a good one, but I would never think to use it.
You'd never think to use it. What about GIFs? Do you ever use a GIF?
If I don't use emojis, when do you think
Okay,
I'll use
it's true,
emojis?
it's true. I don't even know why I asked the question. I don't even know why I asked it, bro. I do use GIFs, man, because sometimes it conveys an emotion. That's the problem, because you're right. You can't, with text, you can't always get the point across.
Yeah.
Emoji, sometimes you can get feeling across. But a GIF sometimes, bro, seals the deal, man.
Do you know what you can't do on text? It's very hard to do. It's sarcasm.
Yeah, sarcasm never works. Never works, bro. Because it's always, I always read it in the most extreme way, and like, this person's being rude to me, man.
Mate, I had a text once from my friend, and I swear to you, I read it the wrong way, and it was like, I think again somebody coming over to mine for a barbecue or something, yeah, and he's like, it was like basically like, we can come to yours or not, and to me, I read it rude. Like proper rude.
Oh, isn't it like or not? Or
yeah,
not, we don't come at all.
I remember what it was. I read it really rude, and I phoned him. And then you know, in your head, you hype it up a little. There's a Key and Peele sketch like this where you hype it up, and you're like, "This guy's a prick." Oh, but this is phone up. He's like, "Hey, buddy, what's happening?" We go, and I was like, "Oh yeah."
Disarmed.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, it's a joke. And then after I met him in person, I was like, "Bro, I didn't get the text. I just didn't get it."
Yeah, it's true, man. Sometimes you need to add a little bit of... That's why emoji is good, though, because you can add it to make sure the person doesn't misunderstand the sentiment.
I need to learn about emojis.
You need to learn about what they say, because if you don't know what your emojis are, then don't go sending a ring out to anyone, bro. Because that's gonna be a problem, bro. Big problem. But yeah, man, this is it. We're wrapping up, bro. Do you have any shout-outs or anything you want to call out, or anything else you want to say on this?
Nothing at the minute. Nothing. Like, shout out to the usual guys. You know, your new friends, Mitch and Sandeep now.
Yeah,
the regulars,
new homies, regular homies. Yeah, shout out to you guys, and yeah, like I said, please give us your questions. If you don't like ironing, be more specific. Give us more. Like, just saying you don't like ironing, okay, we could probably do something in response to that. But, you know.
Do you reckon, side note, have you ironed a sari before?
Yes, bro.
Oh.
I just steam now.
Oh,
and I try and be elaborate with it. So I like try and hang it in like on a coat hanger over a door archway, and I'm like, this is sick. And then, bro, a little gust of wind or something, and the whole thing's on the floor. It's bataro, bro.
Mate, maybe this guy had to iron a sari, and he's like, "Fuck my life."
I don't think you can always iron them because they're too sensitive, man. They might the material might get messed up. Maybe steaming is better than ironing. On that note,
you steam everything.
If I had the option, I would steam, bro. Because it's fast. I find it faster. You know, there's no faff of getting the ironing board out.
Yeah, but you know what? I'll be honest with you, I think there are, again, two people in this world. Ones who iron way before they need their stuff. Ones who iron 5 minutes before they're leaving the house.
Yes, I am that guy.
I am the 5 minutes before leaving the house. And I always try and convince myself, it's fine. It's only a grease. Who cares?
Yeah. Multiple times I'll be like, Gogan, this is all right. This didn't need to be ironed, does it? And she's like, get the iron. It happened at the Gorba thing we went to. I was like, these are bottoms. They don't need to be ironed because the top covers most of it. And she was like, get the iron. So, yeah.
Fair enough.
If I can take ironing out of the equation, of course I will take it. But yeah, send us your stories, send us your struggles. We will see you next week. Hiren, thank you so much for jumping back on. And we'll see you next week. Share the struggle, find the funny, and see you later, people. Bye.